Here with Markeis Reed. Markeis, you're back in the mix here after that sports hernia surgery. Talk a little bit about kind of where you're at in your return to practice.
I've been I really don't know where I stand as far as playing wise this year, but
Yeah.
I've been working in practice, trying to get better, trying to get my hips more flexible. They've been really tight. That's been affecting me, I feel like, on my pass. I don't feel like myself quite yet, as far on the field. So as far as playing, I don't feel as comfortable quite yet. But I'm working in there. I'm feeling better. I'm getting acquainted with things. I'm getting my head's finally getting back to normal with hit people and stuff like that. So it's just been it's been a tough road for me mentally, I think, more than physically. As far as just having happened right before the season I was looking forward to my whole life,
Yeah, you redshirted last year, and you'd gained a lot of weight. Was that injury something that happened with one play, or was it just kind of something that reoccurring that happened over time?
It happened in April, and then it just kind of popped the first day of fall camp. So it kind of got worse over time. But I was getting injections and stuff over PRP injections over summer and spring to hopefully postpone surgery to after season, and it just didn't work out the way we expected it to.
So obviously disappointing having to go in for surgery. Talk a little bit about the recovery. Were you having to stay off your feet quite a bit?
I actually could walk right away, but it hurt to walk for a cool 2-3 weeks. It hurt about just about anything. I didn't realize how much your core was, because it was right here, below my belly button. I didn't realize how much my core really was, affected by my running, by my walking, by even talking, laughing and stuff. So it's kind of been an eye opener. It's been like, I don't really know. It's been like a rough injury, just annoying, it's always there, kind of.
Even though you said you don't feel like your old self quite yet, does it still feel pretty good to be running around out here?
Yeah, I feel good. I was feeling a little out of shape. I got up to like 250 something after surgery because I wasn't doing much. I was just recovering and stuff like that. So it finally feels good to open up my lungs and to hit people, to get bruises and have that be sore during the week like I'm used to feeling my whole life playing football. So
you're part of a young group at defensive end, and you've seen a lot of your young teammates gain experience out there this season. Has it been kind of encouraging the future of that group and what you guys can be as you get more of that experience?
Yeah, I feel like our defensive ends, with Chitty last year, he was a senior, and Judah moving to tackle, we had a lot of seniority last year. But I feel like we're so young and we got a lot of guys. We have like 10 scholarship defensive ends, and so I feel like as a group, I feel like we'll be one of the best in the Pac-12 come the next couple of years. I feel like our unit is pretty stout, and as a young guys, we've been making a lot of plays on the defense end place spot for having no one older than a redshirt sophomore. So I feel like as a group, how young we are, we're playing pretty well.
You mentioned Shadera Uzo-Diribe. Were there times maybe last year when you guys relied on him as a senior being kind of the guy, and now is it more of kind of a by committee type of feeling?
Yeah, definitely. Chitty kind of ran the group last year. The D line as a whole, him and Nate kind of, it was their group kind of. It was everybody's group, but it was kind of they were the leaders of the group. I feel like now everyone's so young that when it comes down to it, football, it's kind of about a seniority thing. You treat freshmen like a freshman, you treat seniors like a senior. So I feel like as a group, as far as we kind of like work as a committee and talk about stuff as a whole, and everybody stepping up. It's not just one person, one guy in particular.
What is your goal, to get back in the mix at some point this season? Hopefully, get on the field for a few snaps. Is that kind of what you envision at this point?
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to be back and have play some snaps, because I'd feel really discouraged going into next season, not having any game experience, and just kind of throws a red flag on my part. You know what I'm saying? So I really want to play. I'm really discouraged with the injury and stuff like that, but I'm trying to keep my mind there mentally to just keep pushing through.
And just lastly, what if you get on the field this season, what do you think you could add to the mix?
I feel like it adds some diversity just to playing styles, because me, Jimmy, Derek, George, Tim, we're all roughly the same size, roughly the same people. We all have different attributes. George is more of a power guy. Jimmy's more of a speed guy. Tim's more of a speed power guy. And I feel like we all have different stuff to offer. So I feel like if I got back on the field, I could offer a little bit more speed to the table and just make plays. That's all I want to do. I came to college to play football, so I'm just ready to play football in the games.
Thanks, Markeis. Appreciate it.